give me that. Fuck them price tags. I ain't looking, I just pick that. Pick that, turn me on when needs to get that. Get that, baby wanna pull the freak out. Freak out, he say, yo, I see it speak now. That's right, reach down and pull the cash out. Cash out, make me love you, take it last out. Last out, yeah. Honest in my hand. Want it, spin them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps the pussy wet. Honest in my hand. Want it, spin them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps that pussy wet. They wanna see me drip like a faucet. I could be free, throw it back, let you toss it. Spin a few stacks, keep a bad with shabby. Real niggas know what make a bitch get nasty. Flashy, that's how I dress if you ask me. Past me, you broke niggas can't catch me. He don't have stats, so I call him Big Daddy. If he want the pussy first, he gotta cash at me. Honest in my hand. Want it, spin them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps the pussy. Do you want honest in my hand. Want it, spin them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps the pussy.
Tricking off regardless, spending my hard earned. I'd rather get a purse than deal with the heartburn. She don't wanna work, she taking a week off. Shit, I'm starting to think you don't even have a job. Looking at your exes, all of them ball players. 2012 Lexus still ain't paid off yet. Pulling out my wallet, no credit cards in it. If I let you play, you gon' have a ball with it. Falling. I'm trying to forget it. You know, it's just really disheartening, but I done paid for all kinds of nursing classes and now she said she wanna be a motherfucking makeup artist. You don't want the chips if it got the guac missing. You only want the bins if it's AMG kitty. But if I get pinched based off suspicion, is you gon' sing like Bobby in New Edition? Forget it. Mama told me put the kid in, so I did it. But that baby came up like a Samuel in Pulp Fiction. I'm light-skinned, my granddaddy Indian. You fucking with my lineage and dividends. Peace and light, I wish you all the love. Please get out my house, I'll call the cops. I think I have spent my final buck. I think I'm out to lunch.
So honest in my hand. Want it, spin them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps the pussy wet. Honest in my hand. Want it, spin them bits. Yeah, I'ma take all I can get. That money keeps that pussy wet.
Swear, bro, I swear.
Viewer discretion is advised.
That's it, it's the vibe.
What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome y'all out to Midweek Vibe. I'm your boy Cobain. That is Draper Winston.
I am.
I almost forgot what the fuck I need to say.
Damn.
I know, bro. Hey, you know, long ass fucking week already. But Midweek Vibe is brought to you by, or is powered by, you know, Hello Studios right here in Ohio, downtown Dallas.
Right here.
You know, all I can say about the traffic is it's fucking lights outside.
Yeah.
I see a lot of fucking red.
There's a lot of fucking red, and it's really not moving fast right here on the Mixmaster. And so it's not really moving the way that it should be moving right now. It's kind of just, you know, doing its thing out there, and ain't nobody going no damn well. So make sure that you either just tune in or listen to the fucking radio. I don't know. Because you ain't got nowhere to go right now.
No, you can't. You know, Songbird Mill was good. Doe was good. Mimi, what's going on? Third, Cut Podcast, what's going on? Hold on, this is Chaz Miss. Oh, Miss 13, what's going on?
Listen how he said it like that. Listen how he said it
No,
like
that's
that.
look. That's when you really don't know how to say the fucking handle like all the way out. So you put it in a certain first SAT where you put it in a certain diction.
Nice.
There you go. You put
That's
it in a
how you
certain
get
diction,
started.
and then you second SAT where you elongate it.
Wow. Pause. But you making it happen. Pause. We're gonna say pause. We're gonna get it started
Let's
right
get
real
it.
quick.
Let's get it.
Yo, shout out to my boy Mo Lochner on. Hey, if y'all have not downloaded, it is Christmas time. Make sure that you download his Christmas song. Mary had a little lamb. What's this? It's not Mary. I just listened to it today. I literally just listened to it today. It's not Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh, Holy Night?
No, it's not that one. No, man, I literally just listened to it, man.
He said Mary had a little.
No, it's not Mary Had a Little Lamb. I literally, Mo, don't be mad at me, dog. I'm trying to promote your song.
Oh,
I'm trying to promote your song, man. It's God dang it, man. It's Mary and a child. Mary, did you know? There it is. Mary, did you know? Okay, my bad, Mo. If you have not downloaded his version on Apple Music and everything else,
oh shit.
Mary, did you know? Make sure that you download that. Mo Lochner, right? My dog. My bad. It was, man. It's been a day. It's been a day. It's been a week, man. So y'all make sure y'all download it. God dang. I said Mary Had a Little Lamb for Christmas. What in the world? Mary Had a Little Lamb for Christmas? No, that's not. It's Mary. Did you know? I knew the first word was Mary.
You were thinking about his fleet was white as snow.
Yeah, man. I knew it was Mary. It was Christmas. You know, make sure y'all download the song. Y'all knew what I meant. Mary, Did You Know was the song that I'm talking about. Y'all make sure y'all download that. But yeah, man. So it's been it's just fucking Wednesday.
Look. Let's talk about this shit. Yo, the struggle is fucking real when you've been off all week for a goddamn holiday and you got to go back to work.
Oh man, I think that is the worst. They need to pause. They need to ease people back into that. You know what I mean? Like maybe that Monday is a half day, and then the Tuesday is a 3/4 day, and then you come in that Wednesday, and that Wednesday can be a full day. But man, let's just jump right back into it, man. That's a lot. It's man, everybody that I've talked to that's been off the entire week and they're coming back to work now, man, they have been in a funk. They have been in a total funk, man, trying to get back into the swing of things, man, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Look, crazy is an understatement, bro. Like Friday, I was contemplating on updating my resume. That's how long you've been off work and shit. I've been trying to update my goddamn resume. It's like, well, it's end of the year. I know. Look, hey, the first of the year they're gonna be looking for shit.
Somebody gonna be looking for something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if there's anybody out there listening that just got like a cool $3 million that you want to just drop down and just drop on Midweek Vibe, we're here. Just drop that $3 million for us. We'll show appreciate you. We'll flip it.
Hey, we'll flip that shit.
We'll flip it. We'll flip it.
Look, Monique, it's been rough as shit.
It's been tough.
Look, normally I'm I'm handling shit for the show on Wednesdays, but Monday and Tuesday, I was at work like looking at people like, fuck you.
Man.
They ain't done a goddamn thing. I just been looking at people like, why the fuck am I here?
But have we ever, and I don't know if anybody have we ever questioned who invented work? Right?
Oh, we know who.
Right? Like who invented work? Like, hey, let's just wake up every day at a certain time and go do something.
9 to 5 to be exact.
The 9 to 5, right? So it was Henry Ford.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw the whole documentary on this shit like the other day, bruh. But it slips my my mental real quick. Outlook, Brother Shabazz was about to go all the way the fuck in because it was third SAT word. It was a whole doctrination behind all this shit.
See,
and it's first toss where it's trickled down into the school system.
Oh,
whatever.
absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
Training everybody basically to forget your dreams, to forget, how to actually
Absolutely.
be a human being or whatever, and basically, if you want to say MK Ultra or whatever it is, monetizing you fuckers into making them a lot more money and to keep you in the rat race. All right.
Yeah, man. So I'm just like, man, I want to, I wish, like, all this technology, we send motherfuckers to space and everything. Like, all this technology, can we go back in time and go slap the motherfucker? Be like, hey, don't you do this shit. You know what this is leading to? Don't do this shit.
So
Don't you send people to work to 9 to 5
So
for what?
You trying to get your Biff off of
Yeah, man.
off of Back to the Future?
Hell yeah. I want to be Biff. I want to be Biff, and I want to go back and I want to slap Henry Ford in the face because, man, I got to wake up every day and go to the
Every
same
fucking-
place.
Well, look, I'm lucky enough to have a job where I can do whatever the fuck I want. But
See, I ain't got at that point yet. I'm trying. But you know what? They popping up these remote jobs.
yeah,
Ever since the panoramic happened, and ever since the parallelogram happened, everybody been popping up with these remote jobs and all that, and stay at home and work, stay from home, work jobs.
Look, let me go ahead and put this out here in the metaverse. See, I made up another fucking word
in the
metaverse. I need a remote job,
Man, for real.
Hold on, so I can work remotely while I'm at my 9 to 5, working on midweek shit. All right,
Don't call me in for no meeting though. If we got to meet, you better just send me an email.
hey, that's it. Nah, look, I'll leave at 9 to 5. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back, huh? I gotta go make some. I gotta go to the bathroom for about 30 minutes.
Family emergency. I seem to notice that every Tuesday about 9:45, you got a family emergency.
I got a lot of family.
I do.
I got a lot of family.
And considering that my family is, getting up there in age, it's the elders, I'm one of the few second generations that has to take care of them. Is that a problem? See, that's when you ask me, is that a problem?
Is that a problem? Is that a problem?
Do I need to adjust my schedule?
Not the corporate jargon. Do I need to adjust my schedule?
Do I need to adjust my schedule?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can we table this for next week?
All right, I'll put that in a memo and CC you. I'll CC you. No BB.
No BB.
All right, man. Let me go ahead and get to this midweek minute.
Let's do it.
It's been a minute. I'll say that. Been a minute because we didn't do one last week, and it's practically been 2 weeks. And we had the pod fest.
We
which
did.
was a great ass event.
Looking
Forward to next year. But I've had a lot of time to sit in another SAT word, fester.
Wow.
I'm on a fucking roll.
You got all the SAT words
I
tonight,
do.
don't
I do.
you? All right.
I'm trying to get that 1500.
I super scored a 980, so I feel pretty good about myself.
I was just happy to break, that 9 or that 1,000 so I can get that scholarship,
Yeah, see, I just needed to because I had really good grades, so I had like a 3.8, so it was on a sliding scale.
Yeah.
So all I needed to make was an 830.
Yeah.
And I was solid.
it.
Pause. And I made that 920.
Or like what was it, like a 13 on the ACT?
Yeah. That was it.
I just went in there with abracadabra.
You could do. I don't even think I took my ACT. I just said, fuck it.
Bro.
I took the SAT and I said, this is what y'all gonna get.
Bro, I just went abracadabra after I signed my name.
And just made it work. You probably got at least 7 points for putting your name on there.
No, they said no. I think it's like 300.
For the SAT, right?
Yeah, for just putting
Just writing your name.
That's why they say, like, if you fail that motherfucker, you had one goddamn job. One. You get 300 points for just signing your goddamn name.
I bet you somebody initialed their goddamn name on there. They put FBD on that bitch and thought they was going to be just fine. That's what they put on there. They put FBD.
Name Billy. Pause. They put Dick Johnson. Who the fuck is Dick Johnson?
Who is that? Who is that?
All right, but look, this midweek minute this week, I had to come. I had to come back. I had to come back.
Oh.
like Mike wearing the 4-5, or like Magic. Never mind. Okay, so
Not the Magic, Maya. Not
like,
Magic.
look, I had to come back.
Not
like,
Magic.
I had to come back like Magic,
Not Magic. Oh man.
like Magic, putting the whole league on alert. All right, so. During a certain activity that's normally taking place at night or on lunch break or in the morning, however you like it, you know, whether it's in the bed, whether it's in the car, whether it's on the, on the floor, like Robert Sylvester said about a hot buttered rose, whether it's on the patio, whether it's, in the shopping mall, what is it? Where you trying on clothes and shit? Whatever. Everybody has, their thing that they do and their fetishes. But sometimes it could be an overkill. Sometimes you can do shit a little bit too much. Sometimes. So I say sometimes.
Sometimes.
Because sometimes that shit is needed. Sometimes that shit is needed. All right? But I think I found the first case of somebody being allergic or having the equivalent of a food allergy or allergic reaction.
Yeah.
They hit shit.
Right.
Our boy Will Smith. See, you gotta decide.
You just gotta decide.
And he decided at one point, he said, fuck it. And he was going to fuck the world. And he literally fucked the world.
Wait.
He was going after Will Chamberlain's record.
Oh.
At one point. He was going after Will Chamberlain's record at one point. And he was fucking so much. He was fucking so much, bro. Every time he came, pause. Or he bust, pause. Or, he let his kids out for recess, pause. Will would throw up. Bruh. I'm going to say that again, bro. Bruh. Every time. Will Smith. Every time. He would let his kids out to recess. He would throw up.
But wait, there's more.
Why is there more? Why? Why is there more?
He would only throw up when it was doggy style. So he.
See, all I get in my mind. Oh my God.
Yeah, bro.
All I get in my mind is so the only time that he would throw up during sex would be if it was doggy style.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
See,
she had a nice little kid stew on her back. Nice little kid stew on her back.
Just when I think that Will Smith and Jada have done the unthinkable, they always seem to take it up a notch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or rather, let us know all their damn business.
This is probably one of the times where she had a relationship.
A relationship,
situationship, entanglement,
right? Entanglement, ship.
Yeah, it's one of the times where she had that shit going on, and he just decided, hey, you know who the fuck I am? I'm Mr. Summer, goddammit. Mr. Summer, Mr. Independence Day. Fuck you talking about? Yeah.
All I hear is woosah, Woos.
No, look. Oh, you hear?
What?
Sound like the cat?
happening?
Sound like the cat?
What is going on? What is happening right now?
Yo, Will Smith, bro.
So
So it makes this shit even funny now. So you gotta decide.
So that's where I feel like he probably got it from. So he's done. He done threw up on the baby back and everything. He's like, I didn't mean to throw up. I gotta clean it up.
It's like, do I want to nut or do I want to throw up? I
gotta decide which one to do.
can't do both.
I gotta decide. This is not some esoteric nut. This is throw up.
Yo, classic, what's good? No, bruh. But just think about this shit. How do you fuck so much that every time you come, you throw the fuck up?
That's a lot, man. That's a lot. Now, Wilt Chamberlain has, he's had a lot of sex.
Now, I mean, since the Old Testament, because they had many wives and shit. Classics here what I come to. Yo, the midweek minute, bruh. Will Smith at one point said he was fucking so much that every time he came, he threw up. But just think about this. Look, Wilt Chamberlain. Well, look, hold on. What Lance say on The Best Man? Man, I had to disassociate myself.
I had to disassociate with myself. I was
fucking
fucking too many hoes.
Yo, so literally, Wilt Chamberlain, thousands of women.
Yeah, easily.
Probably the most since, like I said, the Old Testament and good old Job and Jacob and Isaac and Meshach and the Billy Goat.
And the Billy Goat, man.
They supposedly lived for hundreds of years and had many wives. And
damn.
So, hold on. If Wilt Chamberlain did not get to what the fuck you fucking so much.
Wilt Chamberlain ain't throwing up. Ain't nobody heard Wilt Chamberlain throwing up after all his escapades.
And I done heard shit. They said Wilt Chamberlain probably had the upper range of like 10 to 20 in a day.
In a
fucking day. Probably 10 at one time.
God damn. And I guarantee you he ain't throwing up.
Nah.
He ain't throwing up. And he and Will having one.
So Will had a sex allergy. He had a sex allergy. Oh man.
How you got a sex allergy and I'm allergic to sex. I throw up. Wait a minute. Oh no. So he gotta ask, so he tell a woman that, right? So you say he tells a woman that I got a sex allergy. So what, you sneeze? You cough? You take some Benadryl or some shit for it? I mean, how does that affect you?
Make sure you got a blunt rolled after we get done.
Just how does that affect you?
Gotta take my anxiety away.
I throw up. What do you mean you throw up?
You'll see.
What's your favorite position?
Just make sure doggy is the last one.
I mean, are you into that type of shit? Like, yeah. But I would not put it past Will Smith that he probably asked somebody that. That he asked somebody, "Are you into that type of thing?" Maybe you need to decide to be a part of that type of thing.
What if they ask? Can you give me an example? He beat off in front of him. And
oh man, the visual that I just got in that. Jeez,
he beat off in front. Pause. He beat off in front of him, and then he ejaculated, and then he throw up.
God dang.
Was that good enough visual for you?
I don't know if y'all didn't get it. He just painted a fucking picture for you right there.
I did.
There's a picture that was painted for you right there.
For everybody that's on IG right now, TikTok, everybody else, look, I need for y'all to go over to the Facebook Live real quick so you can hear the sound clip from my new segment entitled Sound Off.
Let's do it.
Y'all need to hear this shit. Pause. Yes, Dick. Pause. Classic. God damn. All right. Damn, you fucking still don't. Nope. All right.
Nope.
So
we're gonna get the sound.
We're gonna get it. So I mean, look, motherfucker. Let's go ahead and sound this shit off.
Sound off.
Here we go.
So we had Darius Miles, and we had a real athletic team. And we was playing the Timberwolves one night, and we was like a lot of dunks. You know what I'm saying? We was like really going at them. And KG was like, ooh, these young niggas got my dick hard. What the fuck?
Wait.
Hey, nigga.
Oh my gosh! Play that. You got to play the sound off one more time. Play it one more time.
I'll play it one more time, bro.
Play the sound off one more time. If you need to, if you sitting over here on IG, you've got to go to the Facebook.
Yeah, I gotta go to the Facebook.
You got to go to the Facebook because you got to hear the sound off.
And matter of fact, when you get to the Facebook, just give us a thumbs up, so
Just give
we
us a
know you
thumbs.
in there. But look. Matter of fact, look, I'm gonna give y'all about a minute or two before I play this shit again, bro. Before I play this shit again, so y'all can hear it. Oh my God, this nigga over here crying like, yo.
Oh my goodness, man! Because I can see KG saying it, man. I don't want to give the sound off away, but I can see him saying this,
Bruh.
this saying like this, man.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, bruh. Oh shit. Oh man. All right, look. I'm gonna play this shit one more fucking time, bro.
We had Darius Miles, and we had a real athletic team. And we was playing the Timberwolves one night, and we was like a lot of dunks. You know what I'm saying? We was like really going at them. And KG was like, ooh, these young niggas got my dick hard. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's a wild nigga. Nobody would have ever thought that that's what he said.
Pause. You know what I mean?
KG brought it at the house like, why you chose that?
Hey,
story?
whoa.
That's the favorite thing out of that story.
He just extra intense, man.
Oh shit. He look and the explanation that LO
man.
the excuse or explanation that LO gave is that KG is very intense. Pause.
Pause. So look, man, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all about the intensity pause
Oh man.
that KG probably said that in. But however, in a game of basketball
I'm sorry.
that is full of dudes,
Ain't nothing getting hard on me.
ain't nothing
Pause.
at all. I don't
Nothing.
give a damn what you do,
Nah.
right?
Matter of fact, I don't even want to set no more picks.
I
goddamn
don't-
it. Nothing. I don't want to set no more goddamn picks.
I ain't said nothing. Nice.
Nothing at all.
But
Nope.
he was so excited.
Nope. Mm-mm. Nah.
He said, "Ooh, these young niggas get my dick on." What?
Pause. Shit.
Like, say, man. But I guarantee you, wasn't nobody gonna fight KG though.
Not at all. Well, I don't know.
Who would fight KG?
KG, look, who's that he got into a fight with? God damn it. It was in the Boston uniform too.
When he was in the Boston uniform.
Yes, he was in the Boston uniform. Somebody he squared up and thought like he had that intimidation. Motherfucker swung at his ass like, nigga. Nah, bro. Nah.
I don't see anybody trying to fight KG. As
You know,
intense as he is.
you know what? It's a couple motherfuckers that motherfuckers like that nobody like went after in the league. We can go down the list.
Let's do it.
Charles Oakley,
No.
Anthony Mason.
Hell no. Hell no.
I mean, I would say Meta World Peace, but Ben Wallace is the only motherfucker that went after him.
Yeah. They friends now.
Yeah, they
but
friend.
but back then I wouldn't have gone at either one of them.
Nah, let me see who else.
Definitely not Meta World.
Nah. I mean, obviously, Kobe didn't go after Chris Childs after that.
After that two-piece.
Yo, nobody went after Shaq. Except Barkley swung at his fucking knees. That's look there when they were in Houston. That shit don't fucking count.
But you know, I don't think Shaq can fight.
You don't?
I don't think Shaq can fight. He's just pause. He's big. You see, I put it before. I had to say it before.
Yep. No. Look,
He's
bruh,
just pause. He's a large man.
if
Pause.
If
I
one-
said it before. A sandwich pause.
if
Pause.
if one of those fists connect though,
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, but I just don't think they'll even get to me. You know what I'm saying? Because he a swang. You know, he's up here, right? If I was to fight him, he's above me now. He's above me now.
Okay. Let me see. Who else? Fake it. Dennis Rodman.
I would never.
I mean, besides
never.
Besides Karl Malone, and they never really got face to face. It was a tripping situation.
But you know why I think that Dennis would be the worst?
Because he pinched your nipple,
Yeah, or he'll squeeze your ass cheek.
like he did during the game.
Yeah, like he'll but not the typical squeeze. I'm talking about get a handful. I think Dennis Rodman would get a handful, right, and like squeeze it.
Talking about with that hard grip.
Yeah,
Pause.
yeah. And then would say some bullshit like, "Yeah, I'll do this again later on tonight if you want." Like, wait a minute, man. I didn't. Why you doing that to me, man? Why you doing that?
Yo, bruh. They said they used to laugh during film session at the shit that Dennis Rodman used to do
I
during the
can
fucking
only
game.
imagine. Oh my gosh.
No, they said that he used to rub his nipples at to look at his opponent and shit and get all up behind him and whisper sweet nothing. Said he started singing like a virgin, rubbing you for the very first time, like a virgin.
Madonna wrote that song for us. He would say shit like that.
Hold on. Oh shit.
When I first heard that song, I thought of you.
Just think, pause this whole fucking conversation.
Right.
Just think about Dennis Rodman. Like he come up behind you, y'all on the free throw line and shit. You know how you try to, pause, jock for position.
Yeah.
What if Dennis look at you? Which way you think the ball coming off?
I feel like Dennis Rodman is like the prince of basketball. Like
you better not touch my ball.
don't touch my. It's my ball. It's my ball.
And I want it now.
I'm gonna grab it with two hands.
Shout out to Dallas's own
wanna-
Dennis Rodman.
If you want a piece, you gotta go through me.
Oh my God, bro.
I just paused the whole damn conversation.
Oh man, like look the good. What up, Jeff? So the good, another SAT word. The good intricacies. There it is. Shit, had to get that shit out. The good intricacies of the game, yo. Like just that little shit.
Yeah.
Or like when KG said that he used to try to talk shit to Tim Duncan. And he said Tim Duncan would just smile and laugh at him and be like, "That's nice."
That's nice. like, what the fuck, man? Like, say something back, Tim.
You playing like a bitch. Playing like a bitch, Tim. That's nice.
That's nice.
Backboard. Buckets.
Bucket. Up and under. He look like the type that as he's doing the up and under, he's talking about G Willigers. Golly geez, gotcha.
You really played a nice game tonight, KG. I appreciate your hustle.
Your hustle and your efforts. I would get so pissed off at hearing that type of shit. I would get pissed off and throw the ball at him, at his head. And he'd be like, that was a nice throw. Just to piss you off even more.
Oh, man. All right, but let's go ahead, man. Let's go ahead and get into this fucking Lyric Lounge.
Let's do it. So Lyric Lounge. This goes out to hey, what the shit? Jump the shit off then. All right, so all of y'all that have not heard of Lyric Lounge, and this all our new people out there in our Facebook world, IG world, y'all, this is where I, Draper Winston, I get to pick a song. I pick any song, and Cole does not know what that song is going to be. And then I will do the lyrics in some sort of voice, right? Some sort of voice. We've had Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther. We've had James Earl Jones,
Yes.
Morgan Freeman.
Yep.
We've had Samuel L. Jackson.
We had the Isleys.
We had the Isleys. We had Kamala Harris.
We had the Dream Girls.
We had everybody, right?
Yeah.
So, on the flip side of that, Cobain has to come back with his bars.
Let's go.
Bang. And then that's where he gives us his ebonical breakdown of what these lyrics are.
These sex bars.
All right.
Bang, bang.
So
When you hear that bang bang, you already know what's going on.
when you hear that bang bang, you know what's about to ring.
My love going bang bang bang. Bang 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 bang
We
bang
had the
bang.
motherfucking juke joint with him saying that shit. We had
Yup.
my love go.
You gotta coordinate.
God damn. All right. So this week we are going to get this Christmas party
Shit.
started.
Hold on. Speaking of that shit, you know it's almost the anniversary of when I started the fucking bars. When I did
Damn.
look,
Is it really?
in about 2-3 weeks is when I did the whole nursery rhyme, and you were like, "What the fuck? You've been holding out."
Sure did.
Pause. You got to do these fucking bars now.
You got to do now. You got to do the bars.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
do that.
because
So-
before you had put it on me that I had to do the voice.
There you go.
Right, and so then it was like, fuck it, we gonna one up everybody,
Let's
and here we
go.
go, we gonna
All
do
right.
it. So here we go. So we gonna get this Christmas party started. What up, T West? Yeah, you late and shit, but you in the party, baby. What's going
go.
on? So we gonna get this party started off this Christmas going the right way.
Uh-huh.
All right, we're gonna get it going the right way, but we're gonna save another one. I got the perfect one for our last episode of December, but
I be laughing at my fucking self thinking of
That-
bars over here. with
you are,
guys.
but you get ready for this one. So this one, all right. If you know the lyrics, you are more than welcome to sing, song, talk along. All right, and look here, people. This one's gonna come to you from Kevin Hart. All right, here we go. See, here's the deal, right? So it's. All right, here we go. So, let it snow. Right?
Oh fuck.
Let it snow.
I
Right?
like-
That's what.
I love the alley oop.
So that's what, you're welcome. It's what it is. So here's the deal, people. Pineapples. Hey, it's another holiday, right? And I was like, Christmas holiday is a joyous thing, and we letting the angels sing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, right. People, here's the deal, people. All right, so this is what I'm saying, because we're together, and you got a thing here that you just can't let it slip away. You can't let it slip away, people. And though outside, it's gonna fucking rain,
Yeah, it is.
sleet and rain. You get what I'm saying? When our bodies meet,
Yeah.
right? When our bodies meet,
Yeah.
gun compartment. I said, don't care about the weather. That's what I said, people. Right. So here's the deal, people. Here's the deal. When I say it, I'll just say it out there. Right. Let it snow. Right. You gotta fucking let it snow. Right. You gotta fucking let it snow. Why? Because outside
Oh,
it's
man.
cold and the fucking fire's blazing. Right. So you gotta let it snow, people. You got to let it snow. That's what you gotta do.
Oh
Right.
fuck.
And so I told the bitch, hey, come over here and help me trim this fucking tree. That's what I told the bitch to do. And then I said, I want to wrap you up, baby. I want to wrap you up. And then she was looking at me. She was like, oh my God, oh my God. Then you'll see you're the only present that I need. That wasn't for you, Cobain, but that was, you know what I'm saying? I ain't on no, this shit's gay. This shit's gay. Don't do that gay shit. This shit's gay. There's,
Oh my
look,
god.
like, hey, people, here's the deal, okay? Here's the deal, all right? Here's the deal. I'm finna tell you the deal, all right? There's so much more. There's so much more out there, right? Waiting for you in store.
Oh my god.
From this precious people, from this precious, I can gladly say that there's no place that I'd rather be. That's what I said, people. You know what I'm saying? Get fire on these bitches. Get them up. Get fire on these bitches.
Oh my god.
Let's go. You're going to laugh at my pants. Out there sucking dick with the snow.
Dick. Look at this long dick. Pause. All right, we ready?
Excuse me.
Bang,
Excuse me.
bang,
Excuse me.
Oh man. Oh. Some say Mona Lisa may be the greatest mural.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sometime in December, it gets white.
Mm.
We call that my Utah Carol.
Oh.
Bang, 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 bang.
I do a lot of activity,
Mm.
but I don't throw up like Will Smith after. I told her, come help me decorate this tree.
Pineapples.
My favorite ornament, I like the nut in this cracker. Oh, but Brother Shabazz told me not to say that line. Brother Shabazz told me not to say that line. Because it's a whole movement that we trying to discuss.
Bitch, how you gonna say? Bitch, how you gonna say the fucking nutcracker?
I drop fire on these bitches.
Try five these bitches.
I love to make people think, what the fuck? Oh, my God. Because we should let it snow.
Oh.
The more you become boys to men. Oh, because I let my Wayne go to one yay. I call him Sean when he's within. Because I got that Motown feeling. But you can call me the Fresh Prince. Not Dasher, Dancer, Prancer. Oh, it's Rudolph who left these dents. Because my nose is red.
Oh.
My nose is red. That's because I like to play in the pink.
Somebody get him.
Now, I know some of y'all thought P Valley,
Oh man.
but this ain't what you think.
Oh shit.
Oh, man. See, you can get some pink
Mm.
while you go to the pink.
Oh.
You add Jolly Ranchers to the promethazine. Down in H-Town, that's what we call drink.
Hey. H-time.
Because I'll be banging on the screw. Banging on the
H-time.
screw. While I like to screw. Around this time, he said give a lot of holiday cheer. So I send my kids to you.
There's got to be a quadruple entendre. 'Cause I don't know. There's no telling what way he's gonna go with that. There's got to be a quadruple
Bang.
entendre. That's got to be
Oh, shit.
a quadruple entendre
I'ma
right
say-
there.
I'ma
It's
say
got to
it-
be.
I'm going to say that one more time.
Got to be. Got to be a quadruple entendre. Say that one more time for the peoples.
I forgot what the fuck I
No, all I know is
No,
the
no, no.
last bar
Hold
said
on.
you gonna
I got you.
sin.
No, I got you.
Okay,
I got you.
okay,
I got you.
okay.
I got you. Around this time. I forgot what I said, but it's around it. Look, this parameter. Around this parameter.
This the Clip Note version.
Around this time, they said you should spread a lot of holiday cheer. It's
Yes.
true.
Yes. Yes.
So I said something. I send my kids to you. But not without good manners.
Oh man.
Not without good manners. They only speak when talked to. They say they're ABCs. Oh, just treat it like a game. And we got to walk through. See, there's a scouting report. There's a scouting report. So I know how to play when I'm on that wood. Pause. That's what she said.
Ooh.
Just fucking give me the goods. Cause the paint. Cause the paint has the hole. But behind the line, she likes the arc. Normally I played the one. Oh shit, I made him done.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh my God. Yo.
There was a lot of stellar bars in there.
Oh my God.
There was a lot of stellar bars in there.
But the best one by far. Best one by far. I told her to come here and let me decorate the tree.
Yeah. Those are pretty good.
Let me decorate this tree. And we
Yeah.
can party thereafter.
Yeah.
She said it was a favorite ornament.
Hmm.
So I like the nut in this cracker. All right, people. So please don't ban us for that one. Please don't.
You can't ban us for that one. That one was just the line that he said that was.
Look, no, it's it's a favorite goddamn Christmas play.
It is.
The Nutcracker.
It is.
Pause.
We'll never look at that goddamn movie the same.
Never.
Or even when anybody says it, that won't never look at it the same.
Never. You'll never look at that shit the same.
Oh my gosh, man.
T West was good on Facebook. Shonda was good. Kels was good.
What up, everybody?
Like I told y'all, look, the Facebook shit, the wide view.
That's where you get to see everything. It's on the Facebook. Ooh, cut. Ooh, cut.
The wide view is where you get to see everything. It's true.
Just like she liked to play behind the arc.
Yeah. In the paint, there's a hole. In the paint, there's a hole.
Oh my gosh.
But behind that line, it's art. Some call it threes. Some call it threes. There's no monogamy in this dark.
Oh boy.
Yes, sir. One more time. All right, but y'all already know what's next. Y'all already know what the next segment is. Look, matter of fact, I was writing bars earlier today, so a lot of shit was off my mental. So, but the next segment is
Here we go. This week's What the Fuck moment. Here we go. So there is things that happen when people give birth, right? Things happen when people give birth, and there's a lot of natural things that happen. Some people give birth naturally. Some people, some people give birth naturally. Some people do, the natural things, they don't feel like, having an epidural or anything like that, and
water birth.
Water birth, with the doula and people like that and all that,
Yeah. What up, Chad?
And so, different people, they do those types of things when it comes to birth. And then we take it a step further. Once the baby gets here, right, they do natural things with the baby. They do natural things with the baby.
I already know my rhyme scheme for next week.
Right? And so they do natural things with the baby, right? They breastfeed the baby and whatnot. Sometimes they, breastfeed till the baby's 1 or 2 because they say it's one of the most natural ways and it's very healthy, for the baby. Gets all the nutrients and all that stuff because it's pretty much getting what mom is getting, right?
Wait, Chad, there's a punchline. Just stay tuned.
Just stay tuned. Here it comes. Well, in the event that sometimes babies have to travel. Right? Babies have to travel. They have to get on. And most mothers, most women will pump or something like that, pump the milk, right? And then they'll, give it to their baby.
Yeah.
But this one mother, right? This one mother decided to take it to another level. All right? She decided to take it to another level. So this woman decided to breastfeed her baby, right, on an airplane. Okay. This woman decided to feed her baby on the airplane. Now, that wouldn't seem like anything out of the ordinary, would it? If you were to see somebody, some woman just boop, pop out a breast.
I would have loved. I would just ask for some tequila and you make some pina coladas.
Coladas, some pina coladas, right? Well, you wouldn't look at it as anything out of the ordinary, okay?
Nah. They got the blanket over.
Got the blanket over it, right? The baby's swaddled, if you will, so that the baby doesn't get cold, because it can get really cold in an airplane cabin. Well, this woman decided to breastfeed on the plane. But however, this is the what the fuck moment. It was not a baby
Oh my God.
that she was trying to breastfeed.
It was her dog.
It was her cat.
Oh my God.
This woman was trying to breastfeed her cat on the damn plane, right?
Really, nigga?
Yes. And so apparently the damn flight attendant was trying to get the woman to stop. And this happened on a Delta airline, okay, on a Delta aircraft. And the woman and the flight attendant was trying to get the woman to stop. And, and this woman was not stopping because she was getting frustrated with the cat because the cat would not latch onto her breast. So the woman, yes, right. And so what happened was that
the fuck going on out here? The fuck?
The woman was trying to get this cat to latch onto her nipple, and so she almost got away with it until, because the cat was very swaddled up.
Oh my God.
Until the cat said, meow. Cat.
No, the cat got mad. Like,
the cat wouldn't latch, and the lady was getting mad at the cat for not latching onto her breast.
cat trying to say titty. Meow, 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 meow.
And so Delta had to put out a statement, and they said Delta fully supports a woman's right to breastfeed on the board Delta and Delta Connection aircraft and Delta facilities. Breast pumps are also allowed.
Yo,
this woman was trying to breastfeed her cat.
Yo,
on the fucking plane.
Between Will Smith throwing up when he busting and this lady trying to breastfeed her goddamn cat. Fuck is going on with y'all? Literally, what the fuck is going on with y'all?
And so, if you haven't, right, I did some research on this, and I looked at what a cat's tongue looks like. Okay, and if you look at what a cat tongue look like, it has like little needles on their tongue, right? It's like little needles on their tongue. So because think about it, how do cats eat, right? They eat paws with their tongue, and so their tongue kind of picks up everything, and then it takes it into its mouth, paws. Yeah. So this woman was getting sliced up. Her areola was getting sliced up. Just with each latch, slice, with each slice, with each slice.
I know how to get ass to stop.
Pretty bad, man.
I know how to get ass to stop. You take one of them little shooters of vodka and just toss it on it. Just toss it.
Just on the top of that. Man. So this woman,
Oh my God.
Okay, look.
Tried to breastfeed her cat.
Oh my God.
On the fucking plane.
All right, Chad, just to catch you up. So midweek minute, Will Smith at one point was fucking so much that every time that he bust, he was throwing up. All right, he was throwing up every time that he that his kids would let out for recess. All right, but not look, bruh, this shit, I swear.
So it was a hairless cat. Okay, it was a hairless cat, and she had it swallowed up.
Oh my God.
And so the flight attendant asked, and her statement said, and this is a valid question, what does she do at home if she's doing this in public?
They lick each other.
There's got to be something wrong.
They lick each other.
There's got to be something wrong.
Bruh.
If she's so open to do this in public, then she's got to be doing something even worse at home.
She put some Purina Chow on.
Ooh.
Look, hold on. Do I even have to ask?
No, you ain't gotta ask. I guarantee you can figure it out. I guarantee you can figure it out. Ain't no need. You ain't gotta ask.
I'm just gonna sing the song. Let it snow.
Let it snow outside.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the one I used to know,
Yep.
where I breastfeed kittens and cover them with mittens to hear flight attendants say hell no.
Hell no.
Oh my God, bro! Look, look. Fuck, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with people. What's going on,
look,
man? But yeah, that's what happened.
I don't know either.
That's what happened.
know?
Man, the parallelogram has just sent people into a fucking just going
look,
crazy, man.
Look, I was gonna save this shit, but we might as well jump into this shit too, cause it's right on the same fucking wavelength as that
do
shit.
it.
So everybody knows what the fuck PETA is, what they stand for, and what
Yes.
like and their whole mission statement and all that other bullshit. But like Will Smith, some things just go a little bit too fucking
A little
far.
bit too far.
A little bit too fucking far.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So everybody knows PETA hates when people wear, animal,
Correct.
Animal shit.
Yeah. Like
Shoes,
they've
clothes.
thrown like paint on
Yeah.
people's fur coats and on their shoes and shit like that to mess it up.
They even hate when you fucking eat animals, even though they fucking eat animals.
They do.
And they kill more animals than people. Never mind. It's a whole nother fucking story. Yes.
Brother Shabazz is here.
Look, yes, if you look the shit up, PETA kills more motherfuckers. Not motherfuckers. Because never mind. That's a whole nother story because some people do fuck animals. But
Goddamn.
they do. It's white Christmas. All right, so
We're still dreaming of a white Christmas.
still
What the
dreaming of a
fuck?
white Christmas. All right, so no, so they get pissed off at a lot of different shit,
Yeah.
or whatever. But PETA decides their level of petty is just dumb. Everybody wears fur coats and all this other shit, so they decided to wear a leather jacket or whatever, symbolically. There we go. It's another fucking SAT word.
Yeah.
Symbolically made up of humans, yeah. Human skin.
I'm just gonna jump out on a limb here. How the fuck did they get that?
Now, my guess is that it's it's not real. My guess is that it's but who knows? With this zombie apocalypse, happen with this Omarion variant that's out of the jab. Do. Buffalo Bill, silent. Yes, Silence of the Lamb type shit. And I will post the fucking picture.
That's some weird shit.
I will post a
man.
picture of the shit. No, but literally, like the jacket looks like a bunch of different faces and shit.
And they got the nerve to talk about regular people.
Yeah, it's their quote
Really?
unquote, like as I use air quotes. I'm in my Austin Powers shit.
Come on.
It's the whole get back. I guess they tried to prove a point.
Get back.
And then look in the comment section. In the comment section, everybody was like, "Yeah, like that fucking really worked."
like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no,
That didn't go over well.
not at all.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
That's fucking bad, man. And they wonder why nobody supports groups like that.
Yeah.
Like those extremist groups like that take it that far, because now you get mad because somebody's wearing a fur coat, but you gonna jump up with somebody wearing some human skin, and you gonna support that, and it's made out of leather. Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all.
Look, hey, Peter, listen to me and listen to me good. Hear me and hear me good.
Hear me and hear me well.
Hear me well. Turn your radio down. Turn that motherfucker up.
Not the Joe
Pete-
Clark.
Peter, if you hate people,
Yeah.
no, hold on. If you hate people, that wear animals,
Mm.
and all this other shit. Do you hate your beloved Jesus? Your beloved Jesus took a lot of sacrifices, including killing animals and placing them up on the altar.
Mm. 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 He did feed the multitudes with some catfish Floyds. Yes, he did.
He's a sheep herder.
With some catfish Floyd and some light bread.
No, but that's a serious ass answer. That's
Right,
I mean,
facts.
question. Serious ass question. Serious question. Do you hate God?
They'll probably jump out and tell you no. They'll tell you no. And they'll find some reason.
It was not God that
Right.
killed them.
They will find some reason.
But he sure did
In the Bible.
He sure did tell people to put the lamb's blood over their door when the crossover was coming. See, we can go all the way throughout that goddamn book of many different examples.
Yeah, but and I preacher's kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Preacher's kid. And, my hang up with that is with people is don't pick and choose the parts of the Bible that you want to work for you.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
don't pick and choose what's gonna work for you, what's not gonna work for you. You know what I mean? And then also, I don't want to get up too much into religion, but a lot of people and the thing is, don't get me wrong, I believe in Jesus Christ, I believe in all that, but I have questions.
Yeah.
And I think I have the right to ask those questions.
You do.
Because there are missing books in the Bible.
Preferably the Book of Enoch. The book is
There are missing books. There are
Yes.
missing books.
A lot of fucking books.
Right. And so within those missing books, the things that that are teaching us, is the opposite in those books? What are actually in those books?
Well, what are in those books is the actual truth. The Bible that you read today has been rewritten many a times. Is doctrinated. So, basically, it was to enslave you. Sorry, I'm gonna use this word. To enslave you niggas. They took, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but Brother Shabazz has to come out this moment. They took your fucking religion away from you. They took your culture away from you. They took your belief system away from you, took your language away from you, and gave you I'm dreaming of a
what?
They whitewashed you with that shit.
They did.
They even put is it Amerigo Vespucci? No, it's not him. They even put an old Roman ass motherfucker in a goddamn picture that was sleeping with his boyfriend and called him Jesus in that picture, just so your ass would think that white was right.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I didn't mean to get on that soapbox, but I just stuff like that when people say that they do these extremists and they do shit like that, right? It makes me question certain things, about what people truly believe in, and all that. So,
what, bro? We should do that on one episode, bro. We should bring in a preacher, a
we
pastor.
need to bring in. I'm with that.
Not one of our dads. But
No, no, not my daddy.
My daddy gonna go for it. But
I know my daddy. My daddy be like, see, that's the shit I'm talking about. Daddy, pastor, preacher.
Yeah. So we should bring in a pastor.
Yeah,
and we should bring in. I don't want to call him a spiritualist, but
but like for lack of better words.
Look, my brother. I knew his ass was still in here. Brother Akbar. Here. Caesar, there you go. Caesar's son is the face of Jesus. And over 30 books taken out of the Bible.
Over 30.
And
books.
they are locked down. They're locked down in the basement of the Vatican.
Over 30
books.
books.
Over 30 books.
There
That's-
ain't but what 60 something in the Bible now, right?
Is it? I don't.
Is
something
it like
that.
60? I want to say it's like 60 something.
Yeah, that's why some shit does not. It doesn't fucking make sense.
Some man,
A lot of it doesn't make sense.
and you know, and I not debate, but I have these discussions with diehard Christians all the time, and I'm like, well, answer this for me,
Yeah.
okay? Explain the missing books. Explain how that this book that we're reading right now has been rewritten by man who has not been there,
Exactly.
who has not been in any one of these stories
Think-
that we're reading in these books.
Think about this. Think about this. And I'm just gonna say this one, and then we can get off of it. Obviously, in the book that you have now with this King James version, with this like 50,
Right.
like the 50 or whatever like that. Riddle me this, Batman. There you go, Chad. We all know the story
Mm-hmm.
about David and Goliath.
Yes.
David killed the giant.
Mm-hmm. With a rock.
It's the only fucking mention of a giant in the current Bible.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because the book of Enoch, which tells the whole truth about mostly, the beginning of black people and the giants or whatever. The reason why there were giants on earth is because angels fell and they made it with humans that made the giants. That's why you got Goliath and a lot of. But
So many.
that's the only reason.
stories.
That's the only time. That's the only time you hear about this shit is
Right.
David and Goliath because they took the fucking books out.
That's and see, yeah,
Yeah, humanoids. There we go.
humanoids.
Woman, look, women of the Bible. I mean, there's also we can talk. There's also one story of what is it? Mary Magdalene was Jesus' wife.
Yeah, at one point.
Yeah, but they tell you ain't got one. Yeah, there's a woman women who are in the military, military position. Yes.
Yeah.
Look, people, we're just gonna say this before we get into the topic because I got a good one for y'all. Pay attention to the movies. Pay attention to movies that are out and these TV shows. Especially cartoons because
Yeah,
one trick that they use that people use or whatever is they hide things in plain sight because you see the shit they think that you don't believe it. All right, so that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Big
That's all I'm
facts.
gonna say. Yes, Chad. Yeah, women are shown as hoes, etc., and not women of power and
That's
all
correct.
that. Yeah. But speaking of women, we're gonna move to the workplace, bro.
Oh,
We're gonna move to the workplace.
Uh-oh.
Because there was a study that just came out and said that people that have friends,
Okay.
people that have 9 times out of 10, people that have friends
Mm-hmm.
at work
Okay.
tend to stay at their job a lot longer.
Ooh.
So we're gonna we're gonna twist this shit. We're gonna twist
Okay.
this shit.
Okay.
Is that the reason? Is your work wife or husband is the reason you done stayed at your job for the tenure that you've had?
You don't want to break up with them.
You don't want to break up with your work husband or wife. That's why your tenure is a lot longer at that job.
You know what? I do have a crazy story. I don't necessarily say I had a work wife. I mean, she was kind of like my work girlfriend, if you will. I wasn't dating anybody at the time. She might have been, but I wasn't. And so she might have been, but I wasn't. And it was one of those things. Man, we went out for drinks one time, and next thing I know, we're up on the 3rd floor that they're renovating in the break room, and we getting it in during lunch. And I was still kind of like, fuck that job, and I left. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like it was her that kept me there. You know what I mean? But I have had situations at work where I was really cool with the people, with everybody. And so I ended up staying longer because I was cool with them. Like I didn't have a work wife or anything like that, but that was really my only work escapade.
Yeah.
Was with the one chick.
You know what? If it goes like that, that shit worked in reverse for me, because the first school I ever taught at, me and this young lady, we took a liking each other.
We took a liking.
Each other. It was a lot of flirting and shit. There was a lot of flirting, but it was that it had a group of teachers that always went to happy hours and shit, this and the other, and they were always like, "Why don't you and Miss blah 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 ever talk?" And Like, she said that, basically, and I had the same mantra. I don't shit where I eat.
Facts.
Shit where I eat.
Can't have your money and your honey in the same place.
So I applied and left that fucking school. Went to another one, and commenced to getting to know. But let me see. Look, T West said my work husband works at a different property, and she said that he's gay. So,
what the fuck, T West? What?
Oh shit!
No, what?
So do y'all go looking for dudes together, T West?
Like,
just a question.
What is that dynamic like?
What is that dynamic?
Like, that has to be a weird dynamic. Y'all going and looking
Yeah.
at
Chad,
people together.
Chad, you would have to think. You would have to talk in the past because, you're a whole ass boss out there in Cabo and shit.
Yeah.
So look, she said, they go look for they go look for guys together.
Holy hell.
Yeah,
So that's more like your work brother, then.
That's
It's
your-
not really.
she'll work throuple.
That's your work, yeah. Unless now, if y'all do that, y'all progressive.
Oh, look, Jeff said I definitely don't have a work wife. I barely talk to the motherfucker. Hey Jeff, no, look, bro. Hey, I understand. See, I was getting good at this shit, switching the words. I understand this shit
Yeah.
because I walk into work or whatever. I walk into work like I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just, why I'm
Don't
here.
Don't fucking talk to me.
You know why I'm here.
Yes,
Unless
unless you absolutely need me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad, you at work with your mom. they co-own the shit. So
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
yeah, you kind of you went in there, but man, I've never had a quote unquote work wife. I just
Me
never
neither.
I just never had one. The type that, oh hey, I stopped and got coffee, I got you one. Going to lunch, you want your regular bowl?
Oh shit, Chad. She said she just fired her worker. So
Oh damn, damn, Chad. I don't know who bad to say it is, but damn, sorry to hear that. I guess is that they fault? I don't know what to say. Apologies.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
So what starts the whole what is it? The nuptials. What starts the nuptials?
The work wife, work husband. What
Look,
starts
is it when I buy you lunch one time?
it? Yes, I think that's what starts the eloping is when or this how it all starts. I think it starts like this, right? We're all at a happy hour, or we're all out at lunch together,
Mm-hmm.
right?
What up, Pathfinder?
And so since we all out together, we just kicking it right. And I don't think anything of it. I know, like I'm just speaking as a dude, I know that I think that you kind of cool or cute or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So since I feel that way, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get your lunch, right? I started off like that. I buy your lunch, and then I commenced to doing little stuff. Hey, I went down to the snack area. I saw you didn't have no more jelly beans, so I bought you some jelly. I bought you a pack of jelly beans, right? And so then it just starts doing little stuff like that, right? And then y'all start talking. But this is where it really happens. Somebody's relationship falls out, and you confide in that person
Okay.
over a cup of coffee.
Oh my God! So I like. Do I have a work mistress or something? No, look, no,
Work mistress.
no, because look, I got a coworker, whatever. She will go grab something to eat. Like, have you eaten?
Ooh.
You want something to eat? I'm like, shit, I can eat. You can eat.
I can
What,
eat.
what you want? Like, I tell her, tell her what I want, whatever like that. Like, hey, what's your cash out? Well, let me send you the money. She was like, no,
Don't you worry about
yeah,
it.
see.
Yeah.
you better take this
See?
fucking money.
See?
You better take this fucking money.
That's how it happened.
Mm.
She trying to fill out that application, dog. She trying to become that work wife for you, dog. That's what she trying to do.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
See, what you do is you start talking about your affairs outside, and shit you're dealing with. They be like, nah, I can't. You right. God
See,
damn it.
but the more you talk about your affairs, they're gonna get intrigued.
Look, I'd be like,
You don't think so?
I'd be like Terrence Howard, bro, in the Best Man. My daddy leave me ain't got nothing to do with how I treat these
How I
bitches.
treat these
He got nothing to do with how I treat these bitches. Nah, look, you start talking reckless as shit. You know, I put my Mike Larry on, bro. And that's when you get there. See, I couldn't date you. You fucking right.
You
You're
right.
not gonna date me.
They be trying.
A dude buy me food, we go together.
See,
T West.
that's it. That's what I'm saying. And because you got to think about it. Some people's love language is food. Some people's love language is time. Some people's love language is gifts, right? And so you just buying peanut M&Ms and dropping them off on her desk, and she like, oh, he like me.
Yeah. See, my brother said when both of you get things for each other and talk more than others at work.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. Y'all start sending little email memes to each other.
Mm.
Start texting outside of work.
Mm.
You know,
I don't do none of that shit.
me either.
Mm-mm.
I never did that. Even with the chick that I was, I don't even know if it was a relationship per se, but even the chick that I was dealing with that was at the job, like we talked twice. I wouldn't say we dated, but we talked twice. But it wasn't like
Shit.
that. You know, it wasn't like that. We met up for drinks every once in a while, but it was just like a cool, hey, I think you cool, I think you cool. Neither one of us was looking for anything serious. We just so happened to be working at the same place. You know, we both like sex at work. You know, we both worked on the second floor. The third floor was empty.
There you go.
You know, so it was just like, hey, let's just have a little fun
Let's
for however long it lasts.
Let's do it.
Right? And it wasn't anything serious. It was just, I mean, it literally lasted for maybe a month and a half, 2 months, you know, because I said, fuck this job. I ain't want to do it no more. So I fucking left, you know, and I totally, I lost touch with her right after I left.
Yeah. You know, I was about to say that I've never fucked a chick at work or fucked with.
You
chick.
never have?
I said I was about to say, but I caught that shit. I did.
Oh.
Caught that shit. I had to go way back in the archives. I did. You know, shout out to K104. Shout out. Shout out.
Man, it's Adam.
Just know that production studio.
Good.
Oh my God!
Hey. Shout out to Fidelity. That third floor break room.
Oh my God.
Third floor break room. We got the best.
T West says she's never fucked a coworker.
If both of y'all can handle it, it can work. But I think I left. Okay, so I think with my situation, I think I left at the right time before somebody caught feelings. I think I left at the perfect time before somebody caught feelings because it was about that month and a half, 2 month time. You know, man, we had gone out, you know, a couple of lunch dates.
Ooh.
I think I left.
Chad said at the apartment complex close to where she lived.
Was she working there?
She said it was the maintenance man.
The maintenance.
You put in fake ass orders and shit.
Her ice machine only dropped 3 ice cubes. She like, it's supposed to drop 5. Boop, 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 boop.
I got a light bulb out above my bed.
She put in fake maintenance requests.
Yo, my garbage disposal is clogged up.
It's clogged. My water not running right. I need to call somebody.
Oh shit.
Not the maintenance man.
Oh my God. I'm a property manager, so this is funny to me. No, T West is a property manager.
And see, I'm seeing. I think I think God knew that I shouldn't have certain jobs, right? And I think being a property manager was one of them.
Yeah.
At my young age, because I feel like if I had T West's job,
oh man,
it would be tough for some of the residents. You know what I mean? And I feel that I probably would have got my ass in a sticky situation.
I definitely would have.
You know what I mean?
He came in the office. Excuse me.
Right.
Excuse me, Mr. Bain. I'm just having a lot of issues with blah 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 and this and the other. You turn around and see that ass in the tights and shit. So she's in apartment 1501.
15.
Okay. All right, let me write this shit down.
I got you. Okay.
I will. You know what? I was gonna send, but I want to make sure that I get that this gets handled the right way. So I'm gonna put this order. I would be over there. I would be over there to make sure that everything's in order and everything's running right. Like
You know what? Hold on, real quick. Let me get my sign. I'm gonna put it right here. Come on, let's go ahead and go right now.
Chad,
you know what I mean?
Hold on. Chad said there was cameras in the break room, so she think they got written up. She said so they got written up. The maintenance man, and then she said she got fired shortly thereafter.
But he should have known that there was cameras in there.
He did.
He should have known.
Chad, you might want to check. He might have a sex tape out there
Yeah,
rolling
you
around.
maybe-
He had to fix the cameras one day. And got that shit.
Chad got a tape on the hub that don't nobody know about.
Matter of fact, let me go to the internet right now.
Maintenance man and resident.
Title of his unclogged pipes. She said, I need my check.
She walk in, yeah, it hasn't been working right.
No, he come in. Come on, we ain't got that much time. He come in, come on, we ain't got that much
We
time.
got the most. Then he go, boop. Turn the damn cameras on.
Oh my God, bro. All right, man. Look, black owned business, bro.
My goodness. Boy, I tell you, I'll never look at apartment complexes the same. I tell you that.
Ever again.
Oh my gosh.
Ever.
This week's Black Owned Business is brought to you by our partner. Our partner and sponsor, Assist4U. Make sure you check them out on www.assist4u.com. They take care of all your small business needs and your social media needs. Make sure you check them out. So this week's Black Owned Business of the Week is Burn Dallas. Burn Dallas. You can go to their website on burndallas.com. What happened?
T. West said she did get it in with 2 residents here in Dallas when she was up here working.
Shit, 2 residents?
2 residents.
Not at the same time, but 2 residents?
2 residents.
In the same building?
In the same building, T. West?
Same building?
Same building? No?
Down T West. Well, you can go to burndallas.com and you can check them out. Their address is 11661 Preston Road, Suite 175, Dallas, Texas 75230. You can send them an email at info@burndallas.com. And their phone number is 214-463-2452. Again, our black-owned business of the week is Burn Dallas.
She said they were close.
Woo.
I bet they paid their rent on time.
They sure did. Sure did. You go, T West.
You go, girl.
Go, girl.
You go, girl. All right, people. You know, I was contemplating when I was gonna have this album as the album of the week and shit.
Uh-oh.
Just because I normally go to sleep. But you know, this is good as any.
Let's get it.
On to the next. You know, look, y'all know how it goes. I'm just gonna play the song. Hey, y'all need to go over to Facebook.
Go
so
to
y'all
the
can hear this
Facebook.
shit
Check it out.
because you know IG. We love y'all, but yeah, okay. All right,
So
so
you can get it.
here we go.
Ooh.
My little love, I see your eyes wide and like an ocean. When you look at me, so full of my emotions. I'm finding it hard to be here, Sin City. I know you feel lost, it's my fault completely. Tell me you love me.
I love you a million%.
I don't recognize myself in
Yeah, bro.
coldness of the daylight. So I ain't surprised you can read through all of my lies.
This week,
I feel so bad to be here.
the music is
when
brought
I'm
to you
so
by
guilty. I'm so far gone, and you're the only one who can
My bad.
save me.
none other than Adele.
You know mommy doesn't like.
Oh, you didn't know who?
That was Adele's song?
Yes.
That's a new album. There it is. See, there it is.
Mama's got a lot to learn. I'm holding on.
Yeah, bro.
Mama's got a lot to learn.
You know what this song felt like? You know what this song felt like? Here you go.
Mummy's been having a lot of big feelings recently.
At times.
Like
At times, you may feel like you're going through the darkness, but you just need to hold on. See, it said, you may endure for the night, but joy comes wherever you get it. Joy comes wherever you get it. Nah, so as I was thumbing through the album, bro, you know, like I look for those, you know, certain wavelengths or whatever.
Yeah.
And Adele normally gives you like a lot of, I don't want to say sad shit,
Right.
but it's like a lot of emotional shit that you
Yeah,
gotta go through,
yeah,
a roller
yeah.
coaster.
Yeah,
But she found a little groove with this one.
she did.
She found a little groove.
She did.
You
I'm so
know?
proud of Adele.
So
man.
if y'all have not heard it, look, Adele's new album is called 30.
30.
All right,
Ooh.
it's called 30,
I'm gonna be singing that shit on the way home.
and that track was entitled "My Little Love."
My little love.
My
I'm gonna
Little
download
Love.
that. Be just singing at the top of my lungs on the way home. Just hey.
See what I'm about to say? But anybody can listen to that or sing that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, my little love
Oh, a little love.
goes a little deeper.
Same dumb. I'm gonna sing it the black way. Same dumb head. Don't really know the words. Same bone heavy.
That's it. No shit.
I don't know none of the lyrics yet, but just this sounds heavy.
That's it, bro.
And
That is it.
that's all
Look,
you gotta do.
That's all you gotta do. All right. But before we get out of here,
The sounds.
Just want to remind everybody to follow us on all social medias.
Oh, social media.
Just look up. Facebook is Midweek
Boom.
Vibe.
Boom.
Two words. Midweek Vibe. 2 words.
Boom.
IG is Midweek_Vibe. Twitter is what? Midweek.
Yep.
Midweek Vibe.
Midweek Vibe
Midweek
on
Vibe.
Twitter. Yep.
All right. And most importantly, the website is www.midweekvibes with an S.com. Other than that, you can follow us, everywhere, every fucking where that podcasts are played. We're on the top 6 platforms in the world,
Yes,
and
we are.
then some. All right.
Boom.
So Spotify,
Boom.
Apple Podcasts,
Bang.
iHeartRadio,
Bang.
Pandora,
Bang.
Audible,
Bang.
YouTube,
Bang. Amazon.
Bow,
Boom.
and did I say Audible?
Yeah.
I did.
That's
All
it.
right.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
I will say title, but that's coming soon.
That's coming soon.
Yeah,
coming soon.
yeah. Other than that, people. Other than that, this holiday season is coming up. Oh, we do accept gifts.
We do. We do.
We do.
We accept them gifts.
We accept them gifts. All the fucking time we accept them. Just send a shout out or just send that shit to Midweek.
Just send it. Just send it.
Midweek Vibe.
Just send
We
it.
just gave you all the shits.
Yeah.
All right.
A great gift will be for you to go and buy some merch.
There you
How
go.
about that?
There you go.
Go buy some merch on the website, www.midweekvibes.com. Go buy some merch.
Support black-owned businesses.
Buy some merch.
You know?
Support us.
Yeah,
You know
support
what I mean?
us. Yeah, look, because we got more merch coming.
Boom.
We might have a holiday. We might have a holiday hoodie come out.
Oh, boy.
Might.
Mm.
Just might. Ooh, motherfucker.
He done already got an idea. There you go. LM, if you watching anywhere, find out what he doing. Business partner assist for you. Y'all find out what he doing.
Y'all ain't gonna fucking find out until
Y'all
the shit
find
is
out
done.
what he doing. He already starting.
Y'all not gonna find out till the shit is done. All right. So for everybody else, we want to look. As we go into this holiday season, we just came off of Thanksgiving, and that was appreciation. So
Right.
we want to say that we appreciate every listen, like, follow, share.
Everything.
Everybody that's bought anything from Midweek, we appreciate.
We appreciate you.
every fucking thing. All
We
right?
sure do.
We love y'all. They say all good things come in 3, so we're gonna say it 3 times. All
We
right.
love you. We love you. We love you.
And if there's nothing else, may we stand?
Boom.
All right. So until next time, this has been another episode of Midweek Vibe. I'm your boy Cobain. That is Draper Winston.
I am.
I was about to say
You was.
I
about
have
to-
been your boy.
I have been here and your boy, and I've been here together with y'all.
Oh, all right, people. Well, shit. I got a piece.
We-
No.